Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another quick pick prediction video. In this video, I'll be predicting the welterweight bout between Jeremiah Wells versus Carlston Harris. And how I feel about this one right here is I'm going average confidence Carlston Harris to beat Jeremiah Wells. So both of the guys are, kind of up there in age a little bit. I think Jeremiah Wells is like 36 turning 37. Well, not 35, going to turn 36. And Carlston Harris is just 35, I think, something like that. So roughly around age. Carlston Harris will be the taller fighter. I feel like he's the more well-rounded fighter. They both well-rounded to an extent. I feel like Wells just kind of get by on feet, just being explosive and just swinging with all his might and being explosive and having heavy hands. Where I feel like Carlston Harris, he's a little bit awkward, but I feel like he's the more technical striker between the two. The more technical skills. He has the length and whatnot. And I feel that he's better in every area. I feel like he's the more technical. I feel like he's the longer striker. I feel like he's the better striker, the more technical striker. And I feel like he's the more technical grappler. Jeremiah Wells might be the more physical fighter, the more strong one. But I just feel like, and also, let me just get another thing. A lot of people kind of the odds are shifting. He probably gonna be the favorite by the time this fight, happens. But he opened up his dog. It's probably by the time the fight happens, it's gonna shift up. But his only loss in the UFC was to Shavkat Rakhmonov, who would do that to Jeremiah Wells probably even easier. So it's just like you can just see that one loss on guy record, and you see that guy's undefeated in the UFC over that. But look at who he lost. He lost to Shavkat Rakhmonov. And at that time, Carlston Harris went into there, and he actually wasn't that small of a dog. He wasn't that big of a dog, to be honest. Because people, were respecting Carlston Harris. Like, he was a decent prospect contender at one point, and then Shavkat just completely took his steam, like destroyed him. So, yeah. But anyway, ultimately get to the point, I just feel like Carlston Harris is the overall better fighter. I feel like Jeremiah Wells would try to do his typical thing, try going there swinging big wide shots. Probably come close, probably even land a couple of them. But I think Carlston Harris will be able to stay composed, regain himself if he's caught, and just continue to land the shots from distance, catching Jeremiah Wells coming in, probably tagging him, then having Jeremiah Wells going for sloppy takedowns. He probably could get away with that against Matthew Semelsberger, but now you're going with a guy who has solid BJJ as well. As a matter of fact, his strongest suit is actually his BJJ. Actually, in reality, both these guys are more so BJJ than strikers, but I think, yeah, the overall better fighter is Carlston Harris. He'll be able to tag up Jeremiah Wells, use that length to his advantage, and take advantage of the sloppiness and the lunging and reaching of Jeremiah Wells, tag him, have him probably spinning around once because he's reaching so much and jumping and lunging so much, probably tag him and have him spinning around. Then he's probably going to shoot desperado shots while he's rocked and trying to, regain himself. And that's just going to lead him to fall into a submission from Carlston Harris, probably like an anaconda or something, and or guillotine, or just get his back taken and rear naked choke. Either way, he'll get teed off on. Look for a takedown to regain his consciousness, and Carlston Harris gonna take full advantage and submit him. And I'm gonna say that's gonna happen in the second round. So in this one, I have Carlston Harris via second round submission.